All right, it's recording. So, all right. So, Nay, if you want to just tell everybody who you are and, your rank, where you're from, how you got started.
Yeah, of course. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nayara. I'm a presidential diamond. I'm from Shetland, Connecticut, and I joined with Cassie 3 years ago. We're best friends. We do everything together, and she joined, and she was like, like there's so many amazing opportunities with this business. Like, why don't you just do it with me? And you're broke anyways, so let's just do this together. So I hopped on board. I didn't have the $99. I borrowed the $99 from my parents. And at the time, I was a full-time college student working 2 jobs on the search for my third job. And, I was literally the definition of a broke college student. Like, I barely had money to put in my gas tank. Like, I couldn't afford my car payment. And all I wanted was an extra $300 a month just so I can pay for my car payment at the time. And, I joined this business, like, not knowing what would come out of it. Like, I literally joined, like, I had no idea, like, even if I wanted to do something like this or what I was getting myself into. But Cassie was like, just do it with me. So I was like, okay. So I joined 3 days after she did. I went Ruby in 30 days. So at that time, there was $1,000 Ruby bonus. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like if I can get that $1,000, like to me, that was like, I felt like I was going to be rich, if I had gotten that bonus. I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never seen that kind of money before in my bank account. Like, I was getting paid $10 an hour working like, I don't know, like a couple hours a week at my salon job, and then I was working at night waitressing. Like I literally just had no money because I could never work because I was in school all the time. So, you know, I literally joined 30 days in, I went Ruby. And like I said, I had no idea what I was doing. Neither did Cassie. Like we were just ignorance on fire. We were just watching Jade's videos. We were told to post by Jade's videos, follow people and just message. That's all we knew. And that's what we did. We literally like watched Jade's LC sealing the deal video, and we just kept pausing it, playing it, pausing it, playing, just taking notes on everything she was saying. And that's how we learned to talk to customers. Literally, that's how we learned. So 30 days and I promoted to Ruby, got that $1,000 bonus. I didn't quite have the vision yet. I was just like, okay, like cool, like I made so much money, you'd think that like that would have like casted my vision super fast, but it didn't. Like I knew it was real, but like I just didn't really feel passionate about it yet until 60 days later. So 3 months into the business, I went diamond and I got that $10,000 bonus at the time. For me, that was life changing. I was able to quit both my jobs. That's when I started doing this full time, and really like I had a vision that like this was it. Like this is just something I was so passionate about, something that like I was like actually loved doing. Like I didn't have to like force myself to do it or wake up like I did every single day to go to school and do it for my parents because that's what we were told to do. This is just something that I love doing. So 3 months in, I was a diamond. I really caught the vision. I pulled out a dream board. I had huge dreams and huge goals. So that was in July of 2015, I went diamond. In February, I went to conference. That completely changed my business. That was my first conference. All I was told was go to conference. It's going to change your business. So February of 2016, I went double and I got the $25,000 bonus. A month later in March, I went triple diamond and I got the $50,000 bonus. A year later, I went to conference again. And I left that month. I left conference, promoted my team and we went presidential diamond. I earned the $100,000 bonus, and just in my 3-year mark was a couple days ago. So in 3 years, I've earned over $196,000 in bonuses. This business, like we talk so much about money, but it just has brought like so much positivity into my life in general. Obviously the money has like given me so much freedom to do, crazy things. Like it's been a year since I moved out of my parents' home. I live in a beautiful apartment, and it's expensive to live in Connecticut. So, my rent is usually what people pay for their mortgages. And like, I'm able to afford this every single month without having to stress about anything. You know, we fully furnished our apartment in cash. We didn't put anything on credit cards or finance any furniture. Um, in January, I paid $47,000 in debt off for my student loans, and I don't have any more student loans. You know, this business has like literally changed my life. It has brought me my best friends. Like, I am like a more confident person. I'm not as shy anymore as I used to be. It's just changed like everything for me. So, you know, now here I am 3 years later working towards ambassador now, which is so crazy to even think that, because, you know, I remember like joining this business and saying like, oh my gosh, like I went to conference and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I could be on stage, like I remember if I can be on stage as a top 50 income earner in a couple of years, like that would be literally amazing. You know, that was like my dream. That was on my dream board for so long. And, you know, this past conference, I walked across stage as a top 37 income earner. That for me was like literally my aha moment, because, you know, less than 3 years in, I was able to accomplish, you know, one of my biggest goals in this business that I said, you know, down the road, maybe in like 5, 6 years, I'll be able to do that. You know, in less than 3 years, I was able to do that. So, you know, it's crazy because I joined for an extra $300 a month, and now here I am working towards ambassador, something that like I literally never thought would be possible for me. So, you know, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And like, that's what I say all the time to people, because, you know, I joined, like, I don't have a degree. I dropped out of college a couple months into this business. Like, I literally didn't have a passion for anything, you know, like I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And I found my passion through this business. So that's a little bit about me and my journey with It Works.
Guys, and can I just say, like, you guys, Nayara, how old are you? You're 22.
Yes, I'm turning 23 next month.
You guys, she's turning 23. She was able to quit both of her jobs, okay, and do this full time. She has paid off all of her debt. She, you know, has promoted. She's making 5 figures monthly. Like, it is possible. And, you know,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to get Nate on here, because it doesn't matter how old you are. It's your vision. You have to have vision. You have to be able to see yourself in, you know, making that money and promoting and being there. Like, she saw herself on stage, and look at, she was on stage, and, you know, she was in the top. You guys, there's 150 people that were on stage for the 150 top income earners. And, you know, she was in the top 50. Like, that's amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. And, you know, she's here to show you guys that you can do it too. Like, we are no different. Nay is no different than any of you. We're all humans. We can all do it. You just have to have drive. You have to have vision. And, you know, I know one of the next questions one of you guys had asked is, you know, so Nay, they want to know, what is the best advice you can give a newbie? I know there's a lot of new people on here.
Mhm.
Um,
My best advice, like literally, like even 3 years in, my best advice is just be consistent and never give up. You know, I don't care what trials you go through, because, you know, life will always happen. I was literally telling one of my girls this yesterday, because she was, you know, asking for some words of encouragement. You know, things were going on in life. And I told her life will always happen. Like, you just need to be consistent, and just because, you know, life happened doesn't mean you give up on something, right? Like for me, 4 months in, my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer. You know, for me, that could have been like, okay, like I'm gonna, you know, take a break from my business and spend time with my mom. No, like it was complete opposite. I worked harder than ever, because I was like, okay, like if I need to step in and help with anything, like I can do that because of this business. You know, hospital visits, I was on my phone. You know, after she got out of surgery, I was sitting bedside with her working my business. You know, a year later, like I moved out, like I like and I have so many people tell me excuses all the time, like, oh, I'm moving, or I'm doing this. I've done it too. Like I moved to Connecticut, then I moved to Florida, and I'm back here again. Like I've moved so many times, and like I've been able to work my business. That's the beauty of this business. We work it on the go. Like you can work it literally from wherever you want to. You know, my biggest tip and advice is to never stop working. You know, for me, it doesn't feel like work. Like it literally, like I wake up and I don't dread having to do this because it doesn't feel like work to me. But, you know, the biggest thing is don't give up and be consistent, because if you're on and off with the business, you're not going to be successful. There hasn't been one day that I have not posted. I think when I didn't post was when we were like on our It Works cruise, or like, you know, when we're like overseas, like on, you know, vacations and things like that, where I physically don't have Wi-Fi. But wherever I am, I'm like trying to get Wi-Fi, or if I'm out of the country, I'm posting, like no matter what, like I'm consistent every single day. And that's what's gotten me to where I am. And like, even if you don't see results right now, like even if you're not seeing results right now, work, 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 because what you're planting right now will harvest in like a couple weeks or like a month. You know, you'll see the results from that harvest. But like, you know, sometimes people just say, oh, I'm not seeing results right now. So it's so much easier to just give up. You know, that's, you know, and it's happened to me too. Like I never thought about giving up, but like I'm saying, like I've had hard times, you know, and like I deal with things every day, and I deal with my own mind and like my own thoughts, you know. Just because everything looks so good on social media doesn't really mean that's really my life. For like, you know, obviously that's my life, but it doesn't really mean like, you know, that's what's really going on. You know, that's just highlight reel. You know, I deal with negativity every day too, you know, and I try to work on that. And, you know, that's what's helped me get to where I am today. It's just never giving up and being consistent, for sure. So that's my biggest tip. Like no matter, like I like over anything else, like over wording, this and that, being consistent and never giving up is my biggest tip.
You guys, I love that night. And, you know, that was one of your questions. Someone had asked, you know, did you ever feel like giving up? And she just said it. Like she had gone through everything, you know, between moving, going through breast cancer with her mom. You guys, that's not easy. That's a hard thing. But she saw this business as an opportunity to be there for her mom, make money for her mom, help her mom out. And, you know, with a normal corporate job, it's hard to get time off. You have to fill out FMLA. Like think about those things versus this business. This business allows you to have that freedom of being with your family or a loved one when they're going through tough times. It, you know, and being consistent, like Nay said, like that's huge. That's a big key. That's a big factor in this business. You can't just, you know, wake up and be like, oh, I'm not going to do it today. You have to be consistent. And, you know, and like she said, just posting. All it is.
Yeah.
What's your biggest tip to mass enroll LCs and DTs?
Okay, so what I do is I message every day for customers. So I don't message for distributors. And, you know, I always say this before I give my own tips. Whatever you're doing, if it's working for you, don't change it. Keep doing what you're doing, because I don't change what I do. Like I really don't, just because I feel like if it's always worked for me, it's going to continue. But I've seen so many distributors say, oh, I tried different wording, or I tried this, or I tried this. I'm like, no, like keep doing what you're doing. So before I give my tips, if whatever you're doing is working for you, don't change it. So what I do is I don't message for distributors. I just message for customers, and I post a lot of life posts. So that's how I get my distributors, is they come to me for my life post, because I'm so consistent every single day with life posting. And, you know, I get so many people saying, oh, well, I'm new. Like, what do I post about? Like, I didn't make money. That's fine, because I was new at one point too. What I posted about my dreams, what I wanted to get out of this business, what that $1,000 bonus was going to do for me. If you're going for a diamond right now, there's no bonus, but talk about what that $2,000 monthly income is going to do for you. Talk about, you know, where you want to be. You know, if you're making $100 now, talk about how that's filling up your gas tank, or paying for your nails. You know, I figured out that people relate to those little things more, you know, than when you buy a house, or you buy a car, or you take these expensive vacations. You know, like people are going to relate more to like, oh, this paid for my Starbucks, this paid for my gas, you know. So talk about those things. Like that's what I did in the beginning. Like, you know, obviously like in my first month, I didn't see my paycheck yet, because we get paid monthly, but I got some bonuses from enrolling distributors. And I talked about what those $100 bonuses were doing for me. So that's how I enroll. So I message for customers all throughout the day. and I follow up every single day. So if I talked to people yesterday and they didn't answer me, I followed up with them today. And, then I'll talk to them today if they didn't answer me. And then on Friday, I do a mass follow up throughout the whole week. But I check in every single day with people. So if I talk to people today that didn't answer me, tomorrow I'm going to follow up with them. And then I just post for distributors, and that's how I get distributors.
Yes, guys. And that's all it is. It's really just life posting. Like she said, people can relate to struggle more than they can relate to success. So like if you're pumping your gas, it sounds corny. Have someone take a picture of you pumping your gas and be like, I'm so thankful that, this business I was able to fill up my gas tank. Like people, that's little things like that. People want to be able to afford. Some people can't afford to do that, or, go grocery shopping, or, little expenses like that goes a long way. So I love that tip. I think that's awesome. When you get no's, when people say no to you, you still follow up with them?
Yeah, I get no's all the time, guys. Before I got on here, I sent a couple follow-ups, and I can tell you that 99% of the people said no. But that's fine because, maybe right now just isn't the right time, but I'm still going to keep following up. So what I do is, like I said, the people I followed up with today, I talked to them yesterday. So I'm going to leave them alone until Friday, and then Friday I'm going to go through and follow up with everyone. So I'll follow up with people that I talked to today, tomorrow, and so on and so forth. But I follow up every single day with people, and I just never, obviously, like, I don't follow up with people like from like January. It's just that, like, I just talk to so many people, and if I were following up that far back, it'd be hard for me. But I follow up consistently every single day. So I'm enrolling every day because I'm talking to people. It's still fresh in their mind because I talked to them yesterday, gave them a price. Maybe they thought about it overnight, and, today I'm following up with them. So, I get no's all the time, but it's fine because I'll still keep checking in, and they're going to be watching my posts too. I have so many people who told me no months ago, but because I'm consistent every day with my posting, like today I enrolled a customer like earlier today, and I got her number off Instagram, and I looked, and we had messages back from like March and February, and she literally was just ignoring my follow-ups. And today she enrolled, and it's because she's been watching my posts, because she literally messaged me today and said, hey, just saw your post about the weight loss challenge. Can you tell me more about that? And I'm like, of course, but a couple months ago she was just literally ignoring me. But it's because, I kept following up with her, and I've been posting consistently every single day. So it's literally just been a reminder to her, oh, here is Nayara again posting about weight loss. Oh, here's Nayara again posting about making money. So the posting is so important every single day. Posting's important, and what you're doing behind the scenes, behind the posting, is like following new people, messaging, and following up with them is super important too.
Yes, and you guys, that goes right into another question that you guys asked about posting. You asked how many times you should post a day, what you should post. I hear all the time, I don't know what to post today. I mean, Nay, do you want to give some advice when people?
Yeah. So guys, if I joined like today as a distributor, I would feel so lucky compared to what I had joined 2-3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, I didn't have a pinned post to go to the post and get them on our team page. 3 years, like what I do for my distributors, I literally send them a couple posts, and I say, here, like after I send you these posts, go on to the pinned post and take the post from there. Literally save the picture and copy and paste the comment, or go on to my page. Like I didn't have any of that when I joined. Like I didn't have anyone telling, because me and Cassie were so new, we didn't know. And her upline, was having a baby at that time. So we didn't really have the support from her either. So we were kind of just like on our own. Like we didn't have anyone telling us what to post. We didn't have anyone saying, oh, go on to the page and there's a pinned post here. Guys, like if you don't have anything to post, go onto your upline's page, post what she posts. Go onto the pin post on our page. Literally save the picture and copy the caption and post it. Like it's not rocket science, like posting is the easiest thing. I mean, everything is easy in the business, but like posting is so simple, and we make it so simple for everyone with the pinned post on our team page. Like it's literally right there at the top. Pinned post, click it, you click view comments, and you're going to see so many pictures and comments that you can take and post for your own page.
Yes, it's so true, guys. And still, like, think about it. Like, if you don't know what to post and you don't want to like post a pin post, family, friends, food, you know,
Yeah.
drinks,
Yeah.
anything beautiful. Like, I mean, just take a picture of something and post it. People love that. What are your favorite apps to use?
Okay, so for me, I use Cleaner to unfollow people. I use Captivate to follow for me. And then I use Pick Tap Go to edit my pictures. And I think that's about it. Let me look at my thing here. Yeah, I use Captivate, Cleaner, Pick Tap Go, and then I use like Word Swag sometimes, like if I want to write on my own pictures and say like now hiring or like weight loss challenge. But you know, I don't get really like crazy with the apps, you know, just keep it simple, guys. Like, you know, like this, like for when I think about me, like 3 years ago when I joined, like I was on the go all the time, you know. So I needed simplicity. And like I tell my team that, like, keep it simple, because like that's what the beauty of this business is. It's simple. Like you can do it on the go on a busy day. You know, that's what I love. So I keep it super simple. Just Pick Tap Go to edit my pictures, Cleaner to unfollow, Captivate to follow people for me, and Word Swag if I want to write on my own pictures sometimes. But that's it.
Yeah, and guys, I just put that all in the comments. So in the chat, if you guys want to see what app she uses, I just put them in there for you. That's great. Those are all great apps, guys. You should have those if you don't download them. And Nay, what is your favorite self-development?
Okay, so I have a couple. I love to listen to Grant Cardone. I love to listen to Jen Sincero. So if you search up Grant Cardone, I don't have like a specific one, but actually I do have a specific one, the 10X rule. It's an audiobook. I don't read, I just listen. Jen Sincero, You're a Badass, and then the You're a Badass at Making Money book. Let me look at my audibles here. Let's see. The Get Over Your Damn Self, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. And I think that's it. And I like to listen to Les Brown. So it's Les Brown. And then
Yes.
I like the video that says the positive mindset.
My favorite.
Yeah, I love it because that video, like he literally tells you to say things out loud, you know, and it's like, and it's so powerful, like when you actually say things out loud. And he always, like in that video, he says, every morning I wake up and say good things are supposed to happen to me. And just like say that and say that and say that, you know, and then like it's just so powerful, like not powerful listening, and then it's just so much more powerful like when you're saying it out loud. So I love that video because like, you know, like he's not like, oh, say positive things out loud. Like he tells you like what to say, and it's really good. I love that video on specific. But that's kind of like what I listen to. You know, I kind of like to listen to the same things over and over again because for me, I have a hard time like kind of like taking it in. So when I listen to it a couple times, it helps. So I really just listen to the same things unless like something pops up and like on a page on Facebook or something, or someone shares something, and then I'll listen to it. And if I like it, I add it to like my collection. But that's kind of just what I listen to.
I love it. You guys, those are all great suggestions. So copy those. And then just one more question for you, Nay. What's your favorite thing about this business?
Oh my gosh, I have so many favorites, but I would just say the freedom, like the freedom to be able to do it from anywhere. Like I just can't believe that like I literally can make money from anywhere. You know, it just blows my mind. Like, you know, I wouldn't even say the money is my favorite thing. The freedom literally to be able to spend time with my family. Like, you know, and where was I the other day? I was somewhere the other day with my family. Well, I'm at my boyfriend's mom's house right now, but like it's just crazy. Like right now, like I'm on a training and I'm at her house and we were just having dinner. We were hanging out. Like it's just so awesome that like I can be able to be with my family and make money and work my business. Because I remember 3 years ago when I was before this business, I was working so much on the weekends and stuff, and I was missing out on so much with my family. My mom would go out with my sister and like, you know, they'd send me pictures, and like it sucked not being able to like spend time with like my family and my friends. Like I literally get to wake up every single day and just do what I want. Like, there's just no one telling me what to do. It's just I get to design my own days. Like, that's like my favorite thing because, you know, I literally thought I was going to be like working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, and if that's something you want to do and then you do this business on the side, you know, I'm all for that. It just wasn't for me. For me, like I wanted to be able to be my own boss and I never like, I was like, okay, like that's just a dream. Like it's not really going to be possible because how the hell am I going to start my own business?
Mhm.
But then I got best of both worlds because I didn't start a business with thousands of dollars in debt. I started this business for $99 and I literally work wherever I want. And on Thursday, I'm going to be traveling to Brazil to go see my family because my family is
That's
from there.
amazing.
I know, and I'm going to be able to, work my business and be able to take it with me. Like I have an international plan. My phone's all set up to be working there, and literally I'm going to be able to go spend 10 days out of the country and hang out with my family and friends and still work my business. I don't have to, like, I haven't asked for time off in over 2.5 years. Like, I haven't had to ask for like someone to give me time to go spend with my family over 2.5 years. Like I get to decide what I want to do. So that's definitely one of my favorite things about this business for
I love
sure.
that. That's so amazing. I can't wait to see
No,
all your pictures.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's so great. You guys, so, this was just going to be like a quick Zoom. I just wanted, kind of like for her to like answer questions because I know it's always different when someone else answers. And I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you guys like take this and like run with it. Um, like she said, you guys, it's freedom. If you want that freedom, you can do it. Like not answering to people, making your own schedule, traveling the world, you know, if you don't already have this written down, write your why and put it in your house, put it in your car, put it wherever you go every single day and see it because that's going to make it come true. You're going to just seeing it every day. You're going to be like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there. Like, this is my why. And, I do it. I write it everywhere. I literally have it written everywhere. So just write it down, and look at it every single day and self-develop. And, if you ever need help with anything, just know that there's, all of us, everybody here is here to help.
Yeah, for sure. And just remember, like, for me, like, your why is so important, just like Christy said. Like, you always have to remember why you got started. For me, I was sick and tired of being broke. So, like, for me, when times get hard, I just remind myself, like, what time was like 3 years ago, and I just, I pray and I say, thank you, God, for where I am right now. And even though I'm going through some tough times, if that's the case, or if like a couple people aren't answering me, or if I'm not enrolling as much as I want to, if I haven't promoted to the rank I want to, I know it's going to happen all in his timing. Sometimes we want to speed up the process and have things happen in our time. But, for me, it's been a huge confirmation in this business that it's all going to happen with his timing. And, I've accepted that, I work hard every single day, but I know that when God is ready to, help me promote to certain ranks or bring me certain people, like he's going to do that. So, just remember why you got started, and that's going to drive you, because if you don't want to continue in the same position you were in or you are in, you're going to make the change, and you're going to be the only person that can make that change in your life. So, let that drive you, because for me, like if I hadn't joined this business, I probably would still be where I was 3 years ago. So that just that just drives me every single day, because I know that if I hadn't joined this, I would literally be 20 steps behind. But right now I'm 20 steps ahead from where I was, and I never would want to go back to that, because, life was so different back then. I'm a different person. I'm a better person, like all around. Like I'm more positive. I'm a happier person. I'm more confident. I'm not really shy like I used to be, so no, this business only hasn't impacted like financially. It's done so much more. So I always remember why I got started, and that just drives me to keep going.
I love that. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Nay. Seriously, like this was
No
great.
problem.
You guys, if you have like any other questions, put in chat, or you can text me, or I can ask Nay.
Yeah.
I hope you guys all like I recorded this, so I want you guys to watch it like over and over, because just listening to her story is just kind of like, well, she can do it, I can do it too, So, it's inspiring. It's inspiring to see other people make it. And like she said, she's been doing this for 3 years, and not everybody is going to hit the same rank at the same time. Like everybody, sometimes it takes some people longer than others. It's okay. Your journey is your journey. It's not there. You're not, it's not my journey. You're not going to do my journey. You're going to do your own journey. So, however long it takes you, it's okay. Just trust in the process. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you again, Nay, so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I hope you all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.